Well, I'm here at the Marriott down at LAX. I made it to Gallifrey One. Just registered there, $50 for the day. So any UT events people take note, $50 here for a day. Up to £10 we charge at home, although we do have a lot more guests here and quite a few different streams running, a few different panels going on at the same time. It seems a wee bit dead at the minute. It's 10:15, so it really just kicked off at 10 o'clock. But Saturday's their big day, and certainly the barriers they'd laid out for the queues for registering and stuff were completely empty. So I don't know if they got less than they expected, or if if that's just typically what this convention's like. But there seem to be a lot of names online. They publish all the names of their sort of old school way of doing convention. They publish all the names of their registered guests, including their actual guests, the actors and stuff, online, and there did seem to be quite a list. So I think there'll be a decent crowd, but it's a wee bit quiet, and certainly nothing like Comic-Con anyway. A lot more laid back than that. It's a real sort of old school fan run convention, and you can just tell right from the start that that's what it is, which will be good because Comic-Con is just so hectic. I didn't want that. I just wanted something relaxed today, and I think this is it. Well, I had a pretty good day there. It's a fairly relaxed convention. It turned out to be a lot bigger crowd than it started off with. The queues did build up for the registration, and I don't know what the final number was. It was well over 1,000 people there, but the rooms never filled up. There wasn't room for 1,000, but there was enough things going on at different points in time that you never had to queue for anything either, apart from autographs. Had to queue for some reason. Autograph queue run very, very slow, and nearly didn't get through. But most of the autographs you have to pay for. There was a few free ones, and one of those was Paul McGann, so I queued up, got his autograph, and yeah, that's pretty much it. The Masquerade Ball now is starting in about 15-20 minutes. I'm going to go in and check it out for a little bit, but I'm not hanging around. I'm going to head out to Kenny's after this. That's where I'm staying for the last few nights I'm in LA. It's a bit of a drive, so don't want to leave it too late.
Trying to run the family business of universal domination, as well as the business of just being a family. You won't want to miss a single deletion. Be here when teenage Cyberman Danny gets a lesson in love when he gets caught promising a romantic night of cyber conversion to two ladies on the same night. Cyberman Wilfred finds himself in a pickle when he's up for the big promotion of Cyber Controller, just when his personality gets deleted by accident. Danger. A special episode that tugs at the heartstrings. After a successful planetary invasion, the Cyber family mourn a unique loss with a funeral for little Chip's pet, Cyberman. What happens when Cyberman Danny gets the wrong present for his dad? Gold watch and cufflinks? This is one Father's Day you may not survive. What will the family do when that wacky neighbor, the doctor, uploads emotions into the Cyber family circuits?
Which I never do anyway, so I don't know why I ordered it.
Androids, Thursdays at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central and Mountain. You'll be elated when the labs get upgraded. Here on ABC, the place to be.
Alright, well that's that for Gallifrey One. I ended up staying for the Masquerade Ball. It's one of those ones where they do little performances. It's not just about the costume. And they had some good ones. a couple of good Cybermen. They had 3 Cybermen out, the 3 different versions of them. And there was a little sort of dating game type performance as well, which was pretty funny. I didn't hang about there. They have like some music going on now before they announce the winners and stuff. I didn't really hang about for that. I'm just going to go and grab some food and head up to Kenny's. That's where I'm staying now for the few days that I'm still here in LA before heading over to Vegas. But it was okay overall, and it's not a bad wee convention. I probably wouldn't fly all the way from the UK just to go to it. But if you're here, it's definitely worth going to. Got some autographs. There was some decent panels, Q&A sessions. I missed out on a good one though. They don't actually, in the con program, they don't list who's on the panel or who's in the Q&A session. They have names for them all, or sometimes they do. You know, they've won the Torchwood Miracle Day, so you can pretty much assume who's in that. Any guests that were related to Torchwood were there. And then they had one, I can't remember what it was called, but I went in and sat down, and it was just, I don't know who it was, talking about something that wasn't really all that interesting. And then there was another one named randomly, stories from the set, and I missed that one, and I went in right at the end, and it turned out it was all the actors that they had there from the show, from Doctor Who, and it sounded like it was a really good panel, and I missed that one completely just because the name didn't mention the fact that any of those actors were going to be on that panel. But yeah, some good autographs, some good panels. It's a nice little convention, nothing at all like Comic-Con. Their tech crew though, actually, that's the only complaint I have. Their tech crew are, I wouldn't say they're clueless, but they have very bad tech gear, and some of them are a bit clueless. Matt's great ball, I couldn't see a thing because they're sitting right down the back. You have to queue for about 2 hours if you want to get up close to the front, and for a fancy dress competition there's no way I'm doing that. But I was sitting right down the back, and the way they were using the camera, which was just this little tiny camera about the size of my hand, it was just a little cheap digital camera that they were using, which was a pretty bad picture as it is. When you zoomed right in, it just couldn't focus on anything. It was very blurry. But for most of the time, the picture, if you were looking at the stage from the back of the room, the actors or the people on the stage were bigger than what they were showing on the screen because they were zoomed out so far. It just didn't make sense how they were using it at all. But whoever they had on camera for the masquerade, she didn't know what she was doing at all. She was just sort of pointing the camera at random places and zooming in and out and trying to find things. And because she couldn't use the focus properly, they put it on halfway through, they put it in automatic focus for her, and that meant the camera kept dipping in and out of focus whenever it hit the black background, and the whole thing was just bad to watch. It was really getting on my nerves after a while, because this sort of convention, this sort of price for a ticket with this many people, I think they had nearly 3,000 people overall. They should be able to afford a better tech crew and better tech gear. But anyway, right, going for food, and I'll be up in Kenny's in hopefully about an hour and a half.